What do you all know about death? What do you know about death? I am death. I shit on you all. You screwer. You screwer. Yes, well, my name is in fact Hugh Screwer, and welcome to lesson 2 of our training course for people who want to become an absolute dickhead supervisor or manager. We introduced lesson 1 last week, which of course, good to see you all back. Let's see, we've got Maverick up the back again, Tears for Fears on the side, Father Brown in the middle, funny hat on of course, what did I call you? Spin doctors, yeah, spin doctors, yeah. And look, last week, and I introduced you to the training course, and it was how to become a total dickhead supervisor slash manager trainer. Hugh Screwer, that's my name, of course, Hugh Screwer. Anyway, it's a bit of a mouthful to say, so what I've done, make it easier for you punks to do in my training. Right. So this course you're doing, and as I told you last week, you don't get to graduate from this course till you convince me that you've become an absolute dickhead supervisor or manager. So we're basically calling it last week, we were calling it a total dickhead supervisor slash manager. Well, I figured out it was a bit of a mouthful to keep saying, so total, absolute is another way of saying total. Dickheads there, supervisors there. A forward slash is really just an abbreviation of all. So the course is how to become an absolute dickhead supervisor or manager. And of course, like I did last week, I've just introduced to you the my depiction of the Tom Berenger's brilliant portrayal of Sergeant Bob Barnes in the Oscar-winning film by Oliver Stone, 1986, was Platoon. And of course, last week the lesson, of course, was Sergeant Barnes versus Sergeant Elias, and I emphasised the whole point of last week's lesson, and I asked you to go home and watch Platoon for your homework. And I'll be talking to any of you who haven't, was basically forget Sergeant Barnes. Forget Sergeant Elias, forget his traits, and embrace Barnes. That's if you want to become. Here's what we are. So we want to become as an ADSOM, an absolute dickhead supervisor or manager. So we get that through. When I refer now says an ADSOM, that's what I mean, absolutely. So you get that through, and look, I thought too, for some of you who don't bother to read as you come in, you should basically read at the gate and at the door. Where is it? Right, anyway, somebody's taken my other sign, but anyway, the training school here, as you've known, as you would have read, is known as the School of Underhand, Conniving, Knacks and Backstabbery. So it's the School of Underhand, Conniving, Knacks and Backstabbery. So if you want to abbreviate that, of course you have SUCK, so suck. So I'm Hugh Screwer, and I'm one of the trainers with suck. And if you if you want to become an ADSOM, you need you. Now, let's get on with lesson. I told you, lesson 2, that we're going to be looking at our signature walks. Signature walks, very important to being an ADSOM. So I was going to just call the lesson number 2 signature walks, but I had a bit of a discussion with Maverick actually on the way in here. Maverick up the back there, who of course thinks he knows it more than anybody else here. Anyway, and he said, well, isn't what you talked about last week and demonstrating, isn't a bit like, silly walking, like John Cleese did in Monty Python. Anyway, so I've kind of used that to sort of just embrace that earlier and said, well, the lesson is none dare call it silly walking, because it's not. It's our signature walking, and it's a very important part of being an ADSOM. As I sort of went into some introduction last week, and as I said, when I was coming in, I was just pretending to be swinging from the hip thrust. I was doing a portrayal of an actor who was doing a portrayal of a US infantry sergeant during the Vietnam War, who was basically tearing strips off some of his platoon for how basically green they were compared to him. So anyway, we hope you've got through that. You want to embrace the traits of Sergeant Barnes in the platoon and forget the traits of Sergeant Elias. And we went through those last week, and you can have a look at the video if you haven't got that clear in your mind as yet, sort of thing. Anyway, so let's get on with on the walks. As I said, like my signature walk is one you could probably only aspire to, but you can probably get the gist and get some of it sort of down pat. But it's very exaggerated. The hips out, the chest is puffed out. If we just do it again as I come in, really puffing that chest out. There's a few sort of exaggerated moves of the neck as you're walking, just you might do a little thing like that, you might be chewing a bit of gum, like that, everything, think Hollywood, think Cecil B. DeMille's, everything's large, your chest is large, your hips are large, you're walking in, I mean, what's the opposite? Do it, like a Derek Nimmo type walking. I mean, you could, but what we're here to do, we're here how to be an ADSOM. We're not here to be able to be, to walk into a room, like maybe Derek Nimmo would have walked in, We're here to walk in, swagger, Yeah, it's your swagger, it's your swelligans, it's your stance. And as I say, in addition, you might do a few exaggerated movements in the neck. You might do a few movements of the hips. I myself too, I'm very big on doing, sort of flapping the pockets sort of thing, exaggerated flapping of these pockets. These jeans I've got are slightly restrictive in that manner. You get the idea. Flapping the pockets, as you're talking to somebody or just watching somebody. Yeah, okay, Maverick. Yeah, what's that, Maverick? I wonder when we're going to hear from you, Mr. Maverick, up the back. Okay, so for those down, anyone else who hasn't heard, Mr. Maverick there, up the back, he said that, of course he's referring to when I'm doing my pocket flapping, he says I'm playing pocket billiards. Yeah, well, good, very good, young Maverick up the back. So, I'll tell you what, one thing I do when I do play my pocket billiards, Maverick says, unlike you know what I do? Unlike you, Mr. Maverick? I play on a full-size table. That's what I do. Yeah, Maverick, I play on a full-size table. What else? Oh, look, to basically to get some of it down, some of you'll probably have to use something, like probably an apple or an orange, a piece of fruit, tennis ball, something to clench tightly between the buttocks, for a few weeks or even a few months in some cases, to get down that exaggerated walking. And again, the other thing too, you don't sort of just come in with your signature walk and then just sort of turn around and go out, because what you're trying to do, you think of Sergeant Barnes. I think it was you, Tears Fears, I want to ask last week, traits Barnes was good at. I wasn't looking for it, but you said, he played a good game of cards. Yes, we did. I mean, Barnes always played a good game of cards. So you walk into a room, you got exaggerated walk. What do you do when you go out? Father Brown, you analyse the situation. Well, you're a very analytical type person, I guess. But anyway, what you're doing, you're not just going to turn around. You're going to walk slowly backwards out of that room, and you're going to be just turning your head slightly, either way as you go. You're going to be going left to right, left to right. You're going to be making people in that room think that you're holding on to something that they don't know about. You've got some knowledge that they don't know about. You're just checking it out. Remember, Barnes played a good game of cargo. You imagine Barnes, if he had a pair, he wouldn't for 5-card poker, he wouldn't throw 3 cards away. He'd always throw 2 away, hang on to a swinger. And what he be trying to make you do is he's trying to make you think that he's got 3 of a kind, not 2 of a kind. That'd be Barnes. So remember Barnes. So remember going out of the room more slowly. Now, you might bump into something, but that's okay, And you can probably turn that into, demonstrate some of that alertness that you do in all your activities outside of, outside of being an ADSOM, you're immediately into some sort of stance, some sort of defence side stance, demonstrating to people your alertness kind of thing, and just demonstrating to people that you're an ADSOM as well. Anyway, next week we'll go down to the practice ovals and nets, and we'll get you out in the oval practicing your signature walks. What a load of rubbish! Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said what a load of rubbish? Because if I find out, I'm gonna have them taken outside and nailed to the wall. Sorry. Oh, it was you, director. Students, stand up. When the director, the director of training at SUC comes into the room. Sorry, director. I thought it was one of the students. Yes. Yes. Good to have you. Director. Yes. Look, I'm putting together an elite team of specialists to help out with that situation that you have with your son being falsely imprisoned on false charges in that overseas country. Yes, I'm putting together. Yeah, I'll be seeing them on the weekend. A group of guys are all elite sort of secret type special forces brigades. I'll be talking to those on the weekend, director, because look, I mean that's just the type of guys I hang with. I tell you that. That's I hang with. What's that, director? The guy who trained in the Spartan Ajoji, he'll be absent, so he won't be able to be part of the team. Unfortunately, he'll be absent. A bit like your brain, unfortunately, Director. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, Director. I was talking to Tears of Fears down here. I was telling him, look, if you don't train, you get no game. I wasn't talking to you then, Director. No, sorry. And look, if there's anything, if you want me to come by your office and polish anything for you, I'm quite happy to do that, Director. Very good, very good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Director. Yes, and yes, I'll get that organised for the weekend. Yeah, and just anything I can do for you at all, Director. That's fine. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I thought I might hear from Maverick. So you're telling me, Maverick, that I was kissing up to the Director? Yeah, of course I was. Yeah, of course I was. If it was one of you students who yelled out absolute rubbish, of course, yeah, I would have hung you out to dry. I would have hung you out on the wall outside. I tell you what, had you nailed to the wall. But that brings me. It's going to come up in a later lesson. That brings me to one of the most important principles of being an ADSOM, and I'll see if I've got it written down on the message board here. No, I haven't. It's almost as like somebody's sabotaging some of my message boards, and might get to the bottom of that somewhat. But anyway, look, we might as well come to it now. What I just did was demonstrate one of the most important principles of being an ADSOM, and that is kick down, kiss up. Kick down, kiss up. If it was only one of you students, I would have kicked you down. Because it was the director of training here at SUC, who is one of my supervisors, and a very able ADSOM, if I might say. Yeah, can't emphasise that enough. To being an ADSOM, kick down, kiss up. Kick down, kiss up. Remember lesson 1? Forget Elias, embrace Barnes. Forget Elias, embrace Barnes. In lesson 2, we've learnt the importance of signature walks, and what we've also learnt, and we'll reinforce in the next lesson, is kick down, kiss up. Kick down, kiss up. You know, it's like wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off.